we will forgo our timer for today's session. All right, everybody, please follow, share, and like. Here we go. Crochet to Clark, and so it begins.
1-0.
So you got M2, Lauren, and Papa Bear. How are you guys doing there in TikTok chat?
One ball, two strikes.
It's up to the umpire. He said he did not swing. So the at-bat continues on. And we'll get swing and miss. Lefty, lefty. Here's Don Baylor. Careful to Baylor with the left-handed pitchers. Found out the hard way last time I faced Don Baylor.
1-0.
Lindsay, welcome into our TikTok chat. Hope you're having a great day. Right, we'll get Baylor to ground out. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jordan Alvarez. Jackson, Huey, what's up, everybody? Huey, how are you doing, bud?
Alvarez.
Hope you, Jerica, and little Huey are doing great. Huey, thanks for the likes.
0-1.
Alvarez is going to force it out into left field.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Mike Trout.
And Mike Trout hit his first home run in a long time tonight. His home run of 2025. Took it to Pound Town. Doing good, starting to get sleep, working together with Jericho on the sleep schedule. Yeah, you guys got to figure out some type of shifts or something, man. It's just too much if you're both waking up every time, in my opinion. And you know, I've gone through it now 3 times. So yeah, the first one's the hardest one too. You know, if you guys had a sibling for the little man down the road, then you'll already have that experience of like, okay, this worked really well for us, and we'll do, you know, X, Y, and Z. But yeah, glad to hear that you're getting a little sleep. It gets very difficult when you don't get enough rest. That might drop. Trying for 2. I was running hard the whole way, and I'm going to get thrown out. Bummer. Thought he was probably going to misplay it with a weird bounce. Jericho, what's happening? Great to see you there. Surprised to see you both awake at the same time. Yeah, you almost have to go through it like with hands on. People like to have all the advice and do this and do that, but it's like, yeah, you got to do it. What's happening there, Marilyn? Good to have you in our stream. Marilyn has joined us on the red chat. I've been hearing good things about Leiter. It's my first time facing him. Huey, thanks for all the likes. Yeah, if anybody's seeing us on the For Your page, come on in. Let's talk sports. Or whatever you guys want to talk about.
0-2. That's a ball.
Hey, thanks so much, Marilyn. Marilyn, who's your favorite baseball team? And that just curled right in. Pretty much where I had the PCI, and I was super late on the swing. Opponent's hitting us with the R2 for a minute. But hey, I'm thrilled to see you guys in, and I'm glad the little one is there safe and sound.
No, that's a foul ball.
On a little early, be off a little earlier tonight than normal. Tomorrow I have to be up for testing for Creator Sports. Let's see, it's Malaya. Welcome in. Hey, good to see you, buddy. I hope everything's well out your way. Appreciate all your hard work on X, and just all the interactions through the years. I know you don't like to chat, but yeah, thanks for being a great friend, and I hope you're well. Always happy to see when you post and upload videos. Dude, awesome to see you. Yeah, thanks for jumping in with us. J-Dub, what's up? If you guys get a chance, please follow Issa Malaya. Hopefully I'm saying the name correctly. I've read it for years, but I wasn't really sure of the pronunciation. Let's see, we got Kayvon coming in. How are you, Kayvon? J-Dub's at work. How's work treating you, buddy? Gods, what's happening? Great to see you there.
Oh, yeah. 0-2.
friend. Thanks for the roses. Nah, you don't have to do anything. I just appreciate your company and getting to interact with you. But I do appreciate the roses too. Thank you for 7 roses.
That's a ball.
Playing a little MLB The Show this evening. And 11. 7-11. Those are lucky numbers.
Ball.
What's everyone's favorite flavor of frozen drink? Because now we got 7-Eleven in here. I don't usually go to 7-Eleven. I usually go to AM/PM, which I think is mostly on the West Coast. AM/PM in my hometown has a really good selection of frozen drinks. If everything's on tap, I'll usually get like Coke flavor. Yeah, frozen Coke, and I'll put a little bit of cherry in there to give like the cherry Coke flavor, Big Boy Ned. Not that I'm opposed to doing like cherry limeade or something if it's there, but yeah, those are my favorite. The other day I went and it was like, I don't know, blueberry, pina colada, and like Fruit Loop flavor or something. So I got Fruit Loop for us to share. The 3 kids were all sick. They're all still kind of getting over it, but one of them said she wanted a frozen drink, so I went to get it. So I got like the big old extra large one, and yeah, that was like the best flavor out of the options, but it wasn't great. Richard, let's see. Richard, nobody cares that you're trying to be a troll. Although that's kind of a clever troll in the red chat, Richard. But no, we're not going to allow it. Sounds good. And sorry to call you out too. I know you don't like to chat, but I saw the name pop in. Like, you know, you joined chat. I was like, oh, I better say hi. So yeah, what's everybody up to today? Here's the question of the day. Everybody ready for the question of the day? Yeah, we're on early today, Andy. On a little early, off a little early today. I'm going to be doing Creator Sports Network track and field streams in the day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So tomorrow we'll have testing. So I have to be up early in my production role to make sure everybody's ready to do the testing. All right. Here's the question of the day. Anybody ready? Yes or no? I'm going to assume you guys are ready. Would you rather look at your mom's search history or your dad's? Hypothetically. My dad passed a long time ago, but I think I would go with my mom's in that scenario. So, yeah. You got to look at one of your parents' search history. Would you go with mom or dad? Matthew Clarkey coming in on the purple chat. What's up, Matthew? Sir's going to go for dad's search history. Tubby Man, thanks for the likes. J-Dub also going for the dad. I felt, you know, and everybody's got a different set of parents. But I feel like my mom would like be looking for more just mundane stuff. Mom's, let's see, mom probably for Andy. Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one. Dad, mom is single. Your mom isn't. Who's your best players? Probably Juan Soto's my best player. I got him P5. What's up, Truckin'? Quack, how are you? Truckin', hypothetical question. Would you rather have to look at your mom's search history or your dad? Dodgers are on fire. Chew, I know. Thank you. Be sure to take a picture, Chew. It'll last longer. Callie, you're not wrong. We knew they were going to be pretty good.
2-2.
Hopefully they're not burning themselves out, you know, before the playoffs. But yeah, it seems like it's the Dodgers championship to lose. Gallon dull the gym tonight. Truckin' doesn't know. Truckin', your Cubs absolutely wrecked my my athletics. That was not very nice of you guys being the guests in the new house. See, Mom, realistically, wouldn't mind either at this point in their life, says Ned. Yeah, I don't think I'd see anything terrible. You know, just trying to think through knowing them. But, you know, you never know. Let's see. Stream's going okay, Gage. Yeah, we just got rolling. We're 9 minutes in. I don't have my timer up today because it'll probably be like 2 hours. I'm thinking if we get like 3 full games, it'd be just about right. Good arm for the pin. Okay, when you said Chapman, I thought Matt Chapman, Matthew. I was thinking wrong. We are multi-streaming. We're on TikTok Red and Purple streams. If you haven't followed, please come through and follow. And yeah, please follow our buddy Truckin' as well. If you see a moderator, yeah, you definitely want to follow him. And we'll go across the diamond and get the out. I mean, the stadium's a really cute AAA stadium, but I mean, there's no way that's a major league facility. They were talking about, I think it was Dansby Swanson was barking at one of the umpires. They're talking about, oh, Dansby better not get kicked out or he's going to have to walk across the field to get ejected, you know? And it's like, man, that's kind of crazy. Issa Malaya, hey, thank you for being awesome. Have a great rest of your night. And I know you like to lurk. Sorry I called you out, but it's like, hey, there's my buddy. There's my ex-buddy from, I don't know, at least 5 years back, right? I think 2020 probably. followed each other there. So yeah, thanks for being awesome, and don't be a stranger. Come on in. We can talk sports or any general topics anytime. Zach Attack's in the house. Zach, I believe your Thunder won again today. Thank you for 11 and 12 roses as well. Let's see. Need to go to the World Series. Haven't played a lot. Still sitting in division, dude. Yeah, I need to get together with playing a little bit better than I have been. Have been in streaming in a while. What's up, Ethan? I'll turn him orange in a second, buddy. I need to fix that. I don't know why they're not changing automatically. There you go, Matthew. We'll keep him orange for a minute. I had him blue actually today for Autism Day because one of our regular chatters is he used to go by Near Zach Attack. He goes by ZD Gaming, and he's been reminding me that this month is Autism Awareness Month, and I believe the second, right, is Autism Awareness Day. So really nice young man, and yeah, that's why I had the lights blue instead of purple, which is where I usually have them. Osvaldo, thanks for following. I mean, Blue Jays have quite a bit of talent. They should be a decent team, right? The thing is with the Blue Jays is all the uncertainty around their free agency. Blue Magic, welcome in. Truckin, thanks for the share. Might stay in the 600s for weekend series. Gage, I don't know. I saw somebody say congrats, but I missed something on that. Yeah, dude. I mean, the Morant thing, like, it wouldn't, to me, I wouldn't have batted an eye if it wasn't Morant. But I mean, Morant's already been suspended for this stuff. Someone on the Warriors social media stuff was saying they think actually Buddy started it when Jimmy Butler was shooting free throws. And Buddy and Butler have really broed up since Butler got traded there. So it's definitely possible that that was the case. George, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following, George. How do I like 25? Still debating on getting it. It's good. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's good. Alpha, thank you very much for the cat with the Joker hat. Let me see what the name of that is. I don't know the name of that GIF. I never saw that one previously. Oh, man. OBS is messing up. I'm going to try to refresh it. OBS didn't tell me the name of that one. Oh, George, they did flash. George, your nose is growing, dude. Reminded me of that Pinocchio meme. But listen, George, we don't need liars in our stream. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to send you to the streets, George. Bye. Let's see. Just got fully healed from chemo. Had your first non-stressful day. You feel so accomplished. Oh, yeah. I think you mentioned in stream, right? The other day. Yeah, that's awesome, Gage. I'm glad you had a day where you didn't have to deal with any BS. What'd you do? Just play some games or watch some movies or something, Gage? Kuiper, what's up, buddy? Made it over here. Trekking, great to see you. Jonah White, welcome in, Jonah. Jonah, who's your favorite celebrity named Jonah? The only one I'm thinking of off the top of my head is Jonah Hill, the actor. The Moneyball actor. Great to see Zach Attack in the stream. Hope you guys will follow Zach. Watch the Yankee game. Played some MLB. Inspired you to play. Does it have college? All right, the college thing is like super overrated. Here's the thing with the college thing. It technically has college. It's got like 8 teams, and you're only going to play it in Road to the Show for like 4 games. It's just a little college segue. People are thinking it's like 2 games in one, and you got college sports or something, and you don't. So it is what it is. Kuiper, you're blowing smoke. Bryant, welcome to the stream. Trey, good to see you back in. Love Truckin'. Hope you guys will follow him. I'm going to run down all the shout-outs on the purple side post-game. The smaller pause window, I can't really, stop the game and shout out the way I used to. Also got to follow Callie as well. And Zach Attack. We'll shout him out even if he's in TikTok. Scully, unfortunately, this game's only on console. So, yes, if you see this game being played, the show, it's on console. You think the Braves make the playoffs still? It's a terrible start for them. But maybe. I mean, it's way too early to just like melon the season because of a terrible start. But unlucky for them. They ran into the Padres. Padres came out hot. And then they ran into that Dodgers team, which is just completely stacked. Thank you guys for all the follows. Yeah, everybody please follow. It'll drive us more onto the For Your page. Typically, I have a countdown timer. And we'll start with like 2 hours. And it counts down. And if you guys follow, the timer goes up. Today, though, I will have to get off somewhat decent hours because I have to be up at 7 o'clock my time here. I think that's a drumstick. Drumstick, welcome in. That's the pitcher's duel so far. Do you know the Muffin Man? Hey, I didn't know the story about the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man real life story, the inspiration for it is kind of gruesome. Noah Mandel let me know in chat the other day. So I did not know the Muffin Man. For real. What time is it for me? It's 10:53. So here's my plan, everybody. 3 ranked games. So hopefully we get 3 9-inning games. If somebody quits out, we might play another one or something like that. But hey, 2 hours is still not a bad session, right, Colton? At least I hope so. It's just because I have to do my sports streaming job tomorrow, which is an awesome job. Nice to have something that you know is going to be steady and doesn't have so much ups and downs like streaming does. So hopefully we'll entertain you guys in the meanwhile. Ooh, I don't know, Kuiper. I think you're trying to reverse jinx me, but really the Lakers tend to play us well. I hope the Warriors win that game. Denver lost again today. We're going to play Denver right after we play you guys. So those are super important to Golden State, trying to move up in the West. And, of course, we don't want to fall out of being in, prime position, which might be at least being in the top 6. So, they kind of go hand in hand, Andy. I got into streaming, and streaming got me into this role as a sports streaming producer. So, typically I get to work with some really big content creators, like massive guys that have millions of followers, and I make sure all their settings are right. And oftentimes it's not even that guy that comes in. It'll be like one of their managers comes in to a server, and I make sure that their computer is right. So, like, if they're getting ready to do an event, everything is working. Audio is working. The feed is coming in. If they have any questions or if there's anything that's not working correctly, we go through the broadcast software and try to get it all sorted out. It's going good. What's up, Ray Jackson? Ray, who's your profile picture? Is that Wilford Brindley or no? Here's Joey Bats. And, of course, we're trying to let Joey not bat right now. I don't like to name drop too much. Here's what you could do if you really want to know. If you're like thinking about me later, maybe in the shower, whenever. If you're thinking about me, you could go to Creator Sports Network and check out their site. They have a roster of some of their top talent that's worked with them. I'm some of the not top talent that works with them. That helps them get all the stuff straightened out. So if you see any of the names there, yeah, I got to work with them in one way or another. Ray, listen, you wouldn't be able to handle my opinion on it. But anyhow, don't worry about it. It's not for you to know. All right, so Ray is here for a short time and not a good time. Bummer. Creator Sports Network. So CSN, Creator Sports Network. But Truckin', did you get to watch the Cubs games? Cubs were just racking up the runs on us, dude. Cubs should move to Sacramento and just run everybody over. You're like, I don't want my Cubbies in Sacramento, but dude,
1-1.
I think they scored 18. Let's say they scored 18, 5, and 8 over the 3 games. Jack, listen, when somebody gets in trouble, then we don't talk about them, Jack. You don't want to join them in the gulag, man. You don't want to get yourself a 5-minute major. Let's see, what's my favorite MLB game? Honestly, probably the King Griffey Jr. games on Super Nintendo and N64. As far as like baseball, but you may mean the show. 19 was a really good year on the show. It was my first year playing it. I've enjoyed 20 a whole lot too. Bunch of you guys were watching. Perfect. I probably should have joined you, but I don't know if I could have handled the ribbing. Your team plays in a minor league park and they're getting destroyed. I might have been I don't know, Tears of a Clown or something in that scenario. Jack, listen, you're probably Ray on a burner. Just act right or not. But if you mention him again, you're getting sent to outer space with him. All right, let's get back on track. If you got any friends showing online, please share the stream with them. If you don't, please tap the screen and yeah, talk about nice stuff, or Zach's going to make you let it go. Shasta, what's up, man? Good to see you. Noah Mandel, how are you? Kuiper, you wish. Not on my agenda, Kuiper. All right, Jack, listen. We told you to stop. Jack's just, I don't know. He's not good at following directions. There's something wrong with his Abdullah Mangala. So, to the streets. Rangers are looking good. Rangers have a lot of talent on their team. It was great from the first pitch. Suzuki, a couple home runs, ton of ribbies. Jack just wants to finish this game so he go to sleep. Did you guys do the common courtesy program or no? Swing and a miss. Here's Don Baylor. believe Don Baylor was the first ever manager of the Colorado Rockies.
1 ball, no strikes.
That program was kind of annoying. It was kind of not that bad either because you could sort of half pay attention to it and just let the computer pitch. But yeah, having to go out and sell intentionally was just like, okay, we got to waste our time for 2 hours and wait for these cards to get grinded out. Let's go ahead and make the move to a righty. We're out of energy, or we're getting low on energy. Mason Miller going to be the fireman coming in here.
Mason.
Maybe. Mason put out the fire. He's always burning. Here's Don Baylor. Waiting for Mason Miller's pitch. James, buddy, appreciate your followership. Who's your favorite baseball team, James? Let's see. Rafa, thank you for the Rosa gift on the beloved TikTok chat. That's exactly what I was doing. Yeah, I was messing with my dashboard and my content over there, Ned, looking at the analytics, and then I was reading through some Reddit threads. Nick, welcome to our stream. Great to have you. James is a Ranger supporter. We got, let's see, Gangsta, and yeah, love seeing the lights flash, guys. If you're new to the stream, please tell us your favorite baseball team. Lumia stream, you don't even have games. Knock it off, Lumia stream. The games are for stream elements. Lumia stream trying to be more than it is. Cubs fan, you're not sorry, Martin. You loved it. Just like Jordan Alvarez is loving this hanging slider. Nick's a Yankee fan. What do you think about the torpedo bats, Nick? Well, don't like that. Left it hanging. Jordan came a banging. Here's Trout. Let's see. Howie, welcome in. Kurt, yeah, we're on MLB now. Dodgers losing to the Jays in the World Series, says Ethan. I don't know. Noah, are your Jays going to go to the World Series? Are they going to win it? My favorite is probably the Juan Soto card that I have. You think the torpedoes are good for the game? Yeah, I think the torpedoes are just getting the old timers been out of shape, even though I'm an old timer. Liam, thank you for following. Definitely appreciate it. Usually the follows add time to our time bank, but today the time bank is gone. We're just trying to play 3. Trying to do like 2 hours of stream. Approximately. It's nothing new. Still got to hit the ball like any other bat. Yeah, they just move the sweet spot around a little bit.
Now batting, the third baseman.
The fact they're built around the player's swing is cool. Yeah, some guys are hitting on the hands more. Why not move the center of gravity, you know, whatever you want to call it, more in towards the hands if that's where they make contact. You think if the Jays go to the World Series, Noah will turn into a monkey's uncle, is what he says. You know, I had Disney Plus, and we turned it off because we switched my wife's phone carrier. My wife got on my plan. We had our own plans for the longest time when we got together because we had like really good deals, but then the Verizon deal ended up not being so good, so she came over with me to AT&T. So part of her Verizon deal was Disney Plus was included. So now we don't have it. Long answer, but no. Used to watch it. I think it's got cool content. It doesn't update its content super frequently that we can't turn it back on in 6 months and then like kind of get caught up on some things. Hi May, welcome in. Mostly watch like the classic cartoons and some movies with the kids. Wasn't really into any of the series. Your sister, you guys got it again. Oh, nice. It's like instant replay of earlier. I fluked one in front of Clark, and I tried to get 2, and I got thrown out there. With it being De La Cruz, you can probably put him in motion against Leiter. And Ellie gets a good jump. He'll swipe second. Got the bundle with Hulu and ESPN. What have you been watching the most so far, Marco?
1-1.
All right, Kuiper, when I start banning you now, they're going to be permanent. So I've warned you, Kuiper. But now you're gone from the red chat. That's strike 1, Kuiper. Come over to the purple and TikTok and get banned, then you're just not part of the community. So just stop being a clown, Kuiper. You're not that funny. What's up, ZD Gaming? I was talking about you earlier. With today being Autism Awareness Day. Hope you're having a great day. And I did have the lights blue, but they got switched to be in orange. So let me put them back blue for you. Matthew redeemed the orange. So here we go. We'll go back to blue. as the default color. Normal days we'll have them like purple. Let's see. Two switch hitters and a lefty. Let's try out Milner for the fun of it. We got Jordan, Jacinto, Joey, and Leighton coming through. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you that's followed. Please tell me your favorite team and your favorite player on your favorite team. As an example, I like the homeless Oakland A's, formerly of Oakland, now of Sacramento. Maybe one day out to Vegas. And my favorite player on that team, as it stands, is Mason Miller. Shouting himself out. What a legend. Power move from ZD Gaming. Just playing with you, ZD. Yeah, do your thing, man. Phillies, Kyle Schwarber, George Springer, and the Blue Jays. Tigers, Baez. You want him to revive his career so bad. What's going on with Javier Baez? Is he injured? Does he just not care? Is he gone through a bad divorce? Like, what's happening with Javier? In your guys' estimation, like, why did he fall off the cliff so much? Because he's a good player. At least he was. Yes. Control freaks. Control freaks. Yes. Use them. Get them. Use my code DF for your orders at controlfreak.com. Control freaks everywhere. Not a control freak to drink. But yeah, use code DF. You'll get yourself a discount. You'll help me out as well. And while you're using code DF, go over to GamerSups. Get yourself something to drink there. And also, Smack and Seeds. Same code will work there. Amazing hat. Sour Patch you can get in my merchandise store. When you see the hat on, Donnie needs a haircut. Sour Patch, great to see you. Mason Miller's story is crazy. Yes, it is. Him and Bryant. Reds. Dude, Reds are fun. But I'd rather hit for the cycle or have quality at-bats, RBI, and advanced runners. Probably quality at-bats. Got the money, stop caring, says Dad. Maybe. Sometimes it be that way. Got so much hate, he fell apart. ATL, thanks for following. My favorite team is the A's. Zach, you're awesome, buddy. I've heard that organization is not a good organization, Zach. Is that true or not true? I've heard that they're very critical of people that actually have autism, but I don't know. Let's see. Who's your favorite team? The A's, Danzy Swanson, and Bryant on the Cubs for Martin. Adam, thanks for jumping in. Great to have lights going for you. A's are not doing particularly well. They looked good against Seattle, and then the Cubs just ran us over, so we're sitting at 2-5. Rockies are on deck in Colorado. Playing your college PSU right now. How good is PSU at college baseball, guys? Hope all is well. Long story. Haven't been here in a while. I miss you. Bert, don't be a stranger. I hope everything's okay. Reeves to the Dodgers stinks. He was fun to watch. I'm sorry, Eli. The chat moved too fast for me to read it. Yeah, Kyber, just act right, dude. Like, you know, it's a stream where we don't do that type of stuff. And you've already been timed out for a night, so you're coming in trying to be an edgelord, and we just don't need it. If we're going to go for edgy humor, it's going to be Truckin' because he's actually funny. Let's see. Is Noah still on the wall? Should be. I haven't changed the wall out yet. Back on the wall, Sour Patch goes. Oh, did it renew, Sour Patch? Yeah, let me get you back on the sub wall. But thanks for understanding, Kyber. Favorite NFL team? Seahawks. All right, I got to try to get this running. I'm sorry, guys. I'm behind on stream. On chat, at least I'm not trying to be. Eli, thanks for following. Oh, White Sox, yeah. White Sox, tough situation. It sucks because White Sox fans are, like, pretty good fans. To my understanding, it's just you're dealing with bad ownership and what I know about bad ownership. Yeah, it's all good, Kyber. Yeah, come back better, dude. Just act right, please. Just renewed on the most humorous stream on the internet. So where else did you subscribe, Sour Patch? Got a tornado near you. Still going to watch this. Tornadoes come in whether you watch or not, right? So hopefully you'll hang out and tornado will pass and not touchdown. Martin, the Bears fan. Bear down. 10 in a row. Preston Parrish. How are you, Preston? Great to see you, as per usual.
No ball, one strike.
Okay, so Milner, I packed him again. I actually got him twice out of those, whatever they are, the Threads packs. So I sold one and kept another one. Nick, welcome to our stream. How are you, friend? Who's your favorite baseball team? Shading his own stream. Hey, that's why it's the funniest stream on the internet, right? Or most humorous. I shouldn't exaggerate. Uh-oh. Milner doesn't know how to use a glove. Come on, Milner. ZD, you're awesome, man. Yep. I came in here, turned on lights, remember they were blue, and I was like, you know what? I'm leaving them because today's the day. Today's Autism Awareness Day. So yeah, blue default was there for you, man. Let's see. Fire John Fisher. Dude, John Fisher shouldn't be allowed to own a franchise. Man, Profar, generational bag fumble. Just got the big contract and he lost 80 game checks. JD, welcome to our stream. Oh, well, yeah, welcome over. Great to have you here. As you can see, landscape mode, you can see more of the gameplay and all that type of thing in this stream. And you can see all the chat. Hey, Ethan. Thought you were funny, but now you're banned, Ethan. To the streets. Ethan just found his mom's search history, and there's a lot of Danielle freak in there. All right, that's the question of the day, though. Would you rather look at your mom's search history or your dad's? That's our hypothetical question of the day. All right, so DJ's here. DJ, who's your baseball team? Who do you support as a baseball enjoyer? As an athletic supporter. I'm an athletic supporter being an A's fan. Your dad's would be lethal, says Sour Patch. Mom's probably for Noah. Dom, you gotta pick one. You gotta pick one or you're not part of the team, dude. This is just rite of passage, the Donnie question of the day. Now, you can plead the fifth if you want, Dom. We're just gonna give you a little bit of a hard time. Man, I was like close on both of those balls, but Mike Plays Games did tell me this ladder card does well. Standard controller, Martin. Standard controller with mid-rise left stick on it. I don't use the precision rings, or at least I've never got accustomed to them. Might try them again one of these days. Chase, welcome to our stream. Mostly sports stuff. Dads would be boring for Noah. I don't think I want the excitement. I think I want to discover boring stuff in this scenario. Let's see. Going to be very educated on female actress if you check your dads. Favorite uniforms? I like the A's yellow tops this season, to be honest. But, I mean, I'm kind of biased, being a fan of the team. We got the hook slide around. I think the Mariners have pretty clean uniforms in general. As far as City Connects, I like the Washington Nationals, those cherry blossom ones. I'm going to try to advance, and we'll make it to third. Let's try something cheesy. It's going to be a foot race between De La Cruz and Leiter, and he's going to slip him, and we just tied the game just like that. You guys want a little cheese for dessert? There you go. Anthony, thanks so much for the share. Yeah, follow, shares, and likes make the stream pop in here. He was worried about me running, although I wasn't running on that play. Yeah, I probably had it stolen. Thought that pitch was hanging, so I was trying to blast it somewhere. And he might have me on the pitch out. Yep, he does. Bummer. Probably should have just been chilling after that one. Duke, thanks for following. Yeah, normal swing's the move, bud. I think anybody that tells you otherwise might be pulling your leg. Or pulling something. Because, yeah, I mean, power swing's cool if you're doing a moment and you're having trouble getting the ball to the carry out, but otherwise I probably wouldn't mess with power swing. You're making your PCI smaller. I will contact swing up here on Hall of Fame if I have 2 strikes. And I'm trying to, at least spoil off some pitches, make the at-bats longer. Hey, you're going to get blocked over being a troll over and over again. Go make some more accounts. At least follow on them if you're that bored. But yeah, if you just joined the stream, don't think that, needling is the move. Come on in, be your best self. Act like you know how to be around mixed company and not be a troll 24/7. If that's too hard for you, go on to the next stream. Just keep scrolling. But for most of you guys and gals, it's very possible to do. Let's see, Adam, thanks for jumping in. If anybody's sending a heart me, my OBS is not showing me the gifts today, so I do apologize. I'm not one of those ungrateful streamers. It's like, oh yeah, thanks for the gift. I appreciate it because usually they'll flash if there's a heart me. So if I missed any heart me's, thank you guys for having the heart. We do like those. Martin, we're on purple and red, if you know what I mean. Adam, I'm good. I'm definitely looking. I want to let them sort out what's happening up there first, Andy. I didn't really have a desire to go to the Cubs series. It's like I had a crystal ball, knew it was going to be bad, but in all seriousness, I felt like they weren't going to know where people should park and how to do things the very first set of games. But yeah, I'll probably go check them out.
That's a ball.
Seems like the secondary market has a lot of decent deals on Ace tickets. I imagine the big market teams, there's going to be a huge desire to go out there, but I don't care. Like, I can go watch somebody that's not really West Coast relevant, you know? Oh, here comes the Twins, or, you know, here comes, I don't know, Miami Marlins to town. Like, I don't care. I just want to go watch the team. Like, I want to go have a good time and let my kids have a good time, maybe get an autograph, see Stomper, that type of thing. So, yeah, I think I'll just try to grab some from there. Hey, what's up, Floss? How are you? Oh, almost walked it off. So close. Jumped out a touch early. Floss, right now, look into your crystal ball. Who's going to the finals, Floss? NBA finals. Cam, I thought I had it. I jumped it a little too fast on that four seam from Liam Hendricks. Is that deep enough to move the runner? We're going to find out. Long throw. And he got me. Dang it. I should have went for the pinch runner.
The first baseman, number 25.
Let's see. Let's go to the lefty here. But I should have pinch ran. I do have Musial. I got Morgan as a pinch runner. Morgan's 92. Probably would have beat that out. Cavs Thunder. Yeah, it feels like it's got a good shot. It's the very famous video streaming platform, Big Ooze. Sorry, I was trying to lock into the game, and I missed chat there for a minute. That thing was almost perfectly over the bag. Kyle, how are you? Good to have you in our stream. Knicks fan, need to be realistic. They have no bench. Yeah, I don't see them getting there. But no disrespect. You guys are pretty good this year. I just don't see them getting past Boston or Cleveland. I don't think Golden State's going particularly deep this year either. But, you know, we can always hope. Dude, yeah, Steph still has quite a bit in the tank as a 37-year-old guard. It's impressive. But yeah, everybody that's new, if you guys would please follow, we'd love to get our lights going for you and have you guys stick around with us. If you're new to the chat, we'd like to hear your favorite baseball team and your favorite baseball player. If you're participating anywhere, really, we're on 3 different platforms. We're usually triple streaming like that. It's where like Mr. Beast is popular. It's more of a video platform than anything. Yeah, there you go. Noah let you know. Adam, I'm not going to hate anybody for liking any team. Like, I don't like the Astros or the Giants much as an A's fan, but I don't hate any of their fans. Probably like the team because your dad did, or your uncle, or, you know, whoever you was up there. No timer because I got to be off early today, unfortunately. What I think about the Mets this year, picking up Soto's huge. Yeah, Mets should be a fun team to watch. I wish Chris Cohen, it's Chris Cohen, right? Or Steve Cohen, excuse me. I wish, yeah, Steve Cohen owned my favorite team. Oh, everybody hates the Yankees? No, there's plenty of Yankee fans around. A lot of Yankee fans that come in are pretty cool to interact with. We got a long run to try to keep this game level. Mantl's there. He's going to settle. And we need to get him over and in to win the game. We'll see if we can. That was close to being a 2-run shot, though. And I got Musial at first. I don't think I have another guy that can play first. Yeah, guys, I like to bunt. Please no backseat gaming, but can't really bunt with the runner. And if I don't get it in, if it's a pop-up bunt, then I got somebody at first base that can't field the ball. So, you know, need to try to get in play. And unfortunately, I went hack in there.
The center fielder, number 7, Mickey.
Any particular reason, Big? Like, what made you not want to support that platform? All right, we got the button run that time. Mantle got it going. I thought Mantle could maybe beat it out for the hit.
The catcher,
Here's
number
Veritek. Hoping to get one in play.
10. Veritek.
Trying to get underneath that, and I went chasing too far down.
0 balls, 1 strike.
He probably wants to get me chasing. If you guys want to give me some good luck from chat, please follow, share, and like if you're in TikTok chat. More likes further up the like-a-thon you go. Compete for the crown.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Thought I could get that one elevated. Dang it. Had some good dip to it from Hendricks. Oh, that's super shallow. Bummer. I don't think we can score there. Yeah, I just wanted to get it to the air, and I did, but it was like, I charged in and got it. So now it's on Pendleton to get the 2-out knock. And he painted a strike. Thought that was going to miss, though.
0-1.
I don't know why. I thought it was a fastball finishing there, and I just went slamming at it. Yeah, a little too shallow. Yeah, it was Trout laying out in right field.
Runner, 2-2.
I was going to try the delayed still, but he didn't buy it on it. We did still second, but no, nothing. All right, full count to Pendleton on deck. There's Jordan Lawler. And I rolled over on that one. It was ball 4. The beat goes on to the 11th. Hey, at least you guys should be entertained.
Leading off for Pennsylvania, the first baseman.
Oh, okay. No problem, Big Goose. I'm glad that you're here hanging out with us. All right, so we can go Yates or Hendricks. I think we'll go Hendricks.
Now pitching. Leo.
So yeah, Trap, how are you? What's new with Mr. Trap?
Did he go?
Umpire says he did not swing. How's the Batista card, guys? Is he good this year, or is his swing not good? I'm asking because my opponent's up with Batista in this spot. Soto gets there. He won't be able to advance because he was halfway between the bases.
The center fielder, number 13.
Park's not a bad one to small ball with if he's so inclined.
1-0.
Let's see. Big Gentry, how are you, bud? Yeah, Soto at P5, he can move a little bit.
Hee-haw.
And it's an attempted bunt that ends up being a strike.
That's the ball. 2-1.
Hey, it's good that you got your sleep schedule straightened out, buddy. What game are you playing the most these days, Big? Are you playing a lot of 2K? Are you playing the show? Something else? I don't have the card. It seems like a nice card. It seems like the type of card I would like to use. Speedy outfielder type. Right, he had the runner in motion. We'll get Clark, and I'm looking for him to overround. He's going to park it there. And here's Don Baylor. Baylor? I barely know her. And I missed location there.
Ball, that's
So mostly the show for Big. Nice, buddy. Anybody have any good pack luck since yesterday or no?
1-2.
I haven't hit anything in a pack for a couple days. And Baylor somehow went down and golfed that thing on the circle changeup. Oh, yikes. I did not want him to get contact, but we'll get Baylor out. He's trying to throw it up over the strike zone. So, like, if he touched it, it was just going to be a pop-up. Pulled Lindor last night. Oh, Lindor's a nice card. Congratulations. Yeah, I like Lindor a lot. Right, push bunt. It's going to go foul, and now he knows what I'm up to here with Lawler.
Ball.
What's happening, D-Rock? How are you, buddy?
No, that missed. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And Lawler may have a hit here. Lawler's pretty good at pushing that ball towards second base. Collection coming on 25. Interesting. Hope so, Cam. Hope this is a strike. Oh, he's gonna get the triple play on me. If we're gonna win, it'll be in the next game. No backseat gaming, guys. Let's see. It's going okay. It's frustrating. Daniel just was trying to get the safety squeeze down. He didn't get it down. Crazy weather in Ohio. Tornado watch for 3 more hours. Yeah, somebody else is under tornado watch too. TikTok buddy that's under tornado. Are you in Ohio? Or are you close to Ohio? So he's got left switch or left right switch. Let's see. Forge, welcome in. Yeah, everybody please follow if you haven't yet. I think that's when the collection update. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing on collection. Big, he's been ignoring the tornado warnings. Well, I hope you're safe. I haven't heard that at all. I saw something different. Let me remember what it was, Daniel. The founder of OF, if you guys know what OF is an acronym for, was going to try to put together a bid, is what I read. So, you know, we'll see. I also read Oracle was going to put together a bid too, so sounds like at least there's multiple people that are interested. I'll have to figure out some type of deal and hopefully keep them around, since a lot of you guys come in on my TikTok streams. That one getting past Veritech. Veritech's been pretty good behind the plate. And the runner will advance 90 feet away now. Happy Wednesday evening. Daniel, thanks for being a two-way watcher and hanging out with us in Red and TikTok. On, you know, going to put a bid on TikTok. Because, you know, TikTok's up for sale. It needs to get divested to American ownership or whatever the word is around it. So we'll see if that's actually going to be the case. And that one's no doubter for Marte. Was trying to run it in. Bummer. All right, so we're going to need our own no doubter. I don't know. I mean, people think they'll use it as a funnel to that platform, but you know, it's been a successful platform in its own right. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be all right. You ended up getting it for 46. How'd you get it for 46? Is it on sale somewhere, or did you have like a gift card or something? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people that would like to buy it at that price that come into my chat. But yeah, glad you're on the game, J Camp. Got a new copy of the show for $46. My bullpen is in the spot where guys are not full stamina, but I had so many chances in this game. If I don't win it, nobody to blame but myself. Now he's going to tack on an insurance run too, as that one just plays perfectly. It's kind of a fair stadium. It doesn't fly like a bandbox or anything for sure. Seems like in real life it might carry better than it does in game. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, that was pretty cool for Shohei. Added to the list of his highlight reel. All right, finally we get that elusive third out, but some damage done. We'll see after 2 outs. Someone online selling the copies had a $10 off shipping. Oh, nice. Now you physically have it in hand already, or you got like a digital download code, or is it coming to you, J-Camp? Johnny, thanks for following. How are you, Johnny? Now he's gonna flip us around. Here comes Mark Davis. Need to get a runner on, so if we can draw a walk, that would be clutch. Good pitch there. And just late on that. Not going to try to advance to third because the runner's got to come around. Not worth the risk. Here's Soto, lefty.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Very nice, J Cam. Thought that was fastball coming up and in. Owen, thanks for following. How are you, Owen?
1-1. Ball.
Joel, how are you?
2 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2.
It's so annoying that the anchor doesn't stay where you anchor it. Like you have to reset the anchor every single pitch. It's making me use it less this year. And I did chase ball 4 just slightly above the strike zone for him. Too far underneath it with that one. You can do preset anchors. Is it in like this menu? I pause and do it, Ned, or I have to do it out of like main menu settings?
The first baseman, number
Right, here's
6.
usual. Let's lift him and zit up Manny Ramirez.
Pinch hitting, Manny Ramirez.
A nobody, welcome in. In menu if you want it to stick. Okay.
That missed. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Manny would be good if he didn't have the dreadlocks. The dreadlocks make the game lag for some reason. Why does the game lag with players having dreadlocks? I don't know. Something wrong with SDS, so bummer. Yeah, I had plenty of chances. I just didn't get it down. Tried to safety squeeze. Unfortunately, that one super backfired. But I have more success than less success with the bunts and small ball stuff. So that time it went completely wrong for me with De La Cruz up there. All right, that was game 1. Let's try to bounce back and win the next couple for you guys. And today we don't have the timer, a little bit shorter stream. Hope everybody's entertained. And if you got any friends showing online, please share the stream with them. Love you guys to follow, share, and like. If you're in TikTok, if you're in the red chat, please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up in the reactions. If you're on the purple stream and you're lurking, yeah, please follow. Bordy, we're 69-0. Let's see. When NHL first added legends with no helmets, it lagged. All right, let's see. Santana game. Quick question. When you play Dynasty, sometimes you can't see the logo of the opposing team, and your friends can see the logo of your team. Your host, you know how to. It's an issue when the game loads in. As far back as I can remember, that happens a lot. You know, I don't know why that happens. It's annoying because like your logos will be off your jerseys and stuff sometimes too. Sports games have the weirdest things to make the game lag. Yeah, very true. Okay, we'll take on the Yankee theme team buddy here. Got Mookie Betts representing the Yankees. And we'll get a swing and miss there from Mookie.
1-1.
Thankfully, you underneath that. Yeah, it's just weird. The like the logos and stuff won't render. I don't want to say half the time. It's kind of once in a blue moon it happens to me. Hope you guys will follow Zach Attack, ZD Gaming, follow Noah Mandel. You know, get you guys a shout out for Callie True. She should have been first because ladies first. Thank you guys that are following. Please tell me your favorite baseball team and your favorite player. If you guys are making it into my streams right now. I think there's a Cali command, but I'm not 100% sure. Stalling and James, thanks for jumping in, fellas. Lights are going for you guys. Typically, I have a timer that runs down, and we start with a couple hours. But today, just a little bit limited for time, so no timer and no subathon today like normal. White Sox got crushed again today. Sorry, some dude. So did my A's. We got that in common. Angels and Hope. And let's see. Favorite player, Prime Pirates, Andrew McCutcheon. Boy, McCutcheon was a blast. Some dude, welcome back to our red chat. All right. Good 1-2-3 inning. Hopefully we get our offense going. Got stuck on one run that last game and just never really got a lot on the board when we should have been getting some in there.
Leading off for the
It's lighter against our squad again. We'll try with leadoff bunt and see if we can just use Ellie's speed to get us the confidence down from the pitcher. It was a close foot race, but De La Cruz will beat it out.
Batting second, left shortstop, Francisco.
And we got Ellie running. So hook slide in. All the Yankee greats, exactly, Rubes. I'm glad that you're an enjoyer of Yankee history to recognize when somebody's got it lined up like that. Yep, Scope, how are you? Yep. Way inside. Barry Sosa. How's it going, Barry Sosa? Absolutely sounds like a great home run hitter there. And I'll swing through. Somehow I got a piece of that.
Runner. That's a ball.
And Ellie trying to get two.
Count is full.
And they rolled him out. I thought we got around it with the hook slide. Bummer. Not for my opponent, but bummer for me. No, it's normal dimensions, some dude. No, you're off base. The thing with the Sacramento stadium is twofold. I think the wind's been blowing out. That may be the way the stadium is oriented. So that's going to be one factor. There's not much foul ground, so batters get extra opportunities that you might not get in a normal park. Also, once the Sacramento summer sets on, the ball's going to really carry even at night because we do get some hot nights in the Central Valley. And a little choke and poke didn't work out for me there with Soto. But yeah, we got the bunt, and I was trying to steal two, and then just, small ball went in. Walked off a guy, 8-9, hits for 16 to 14. Bray, thanks for jumping in on the follow train. How are you, Bray? Rubes, have you worked on any movie projects or TV show projects lately? I always think about you when that lady, when I see her posting on social media. Our mutual lady. The Married with Children screenwriter lady. I'm drawing a blank on her name, though, right now. I mean, I think about you other times, too, but just, yeah, I mean, that in particular would be like, oh, yeah. I know her because I know Rubes.
No, that's down. Ball.
I don't know the elevation on it. I really should know the elevation. It's probably not really high. It's probably a couple feet above sea level. The crazy lady. It's Helton. We make it a web gym. Nope, not quite. Close. Yeah, question of the day. If you haven't answered it yet, there is a poll in the Red Chat. Red Chat has voted 83% dad on this question, but would you rather have to go through your dad's search history or your mom's search history? Nice enough, a bit intense. Try to go the short way, it'll work out. I will be streaming in the afternoons or early afternoon, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There will be some new track and field events, and Creator Sports Network has the rights to stream them, so we'll be checking out the action. I think Sha'Carri Richardson and some of the big names are supposed to be in there. Landon, you're being a troll. This is your second strike, Landon. Don't get yourself a third one.
The second baseman,
Mom search history for sure for some dude. Yeah, I think that's the safer of the two routes for a lot of us, but not necessarily. You never know what you don't know. Bazana's going to give this one a big rip. What's happening, Little Mama Silva? I haven't seen anything about it. Somebody just mentioned it over there in that stream. Honestly, I think of all the big corporate, big money deals, other than maybe an X takeover, that would probably be worst case scenario, I think. Because I think it's going to become, Purple Stream Light if they do that. Maybe not. Maybe they would just let them kind of keep their own creative teams in place. But there's a lot of stagnation over here, Rubes, where TikTok has great discoverability. And I think I'd rather like Oracle or somebody get them. But, they're not going to really ask me what I want to happen. They're just going to make a deal, I would suspect. Taylor, welcome to our stream. Really heartbroken. Do you want to get into it? Apparently, Athletic Stadium is an active college stadium. Not that I'm aware of, some dude. It's the Rivercats AAA stadium. Rivercats used to belong to the Athletics, and then the Giants were able to bid and get them away. So we're playing a weird game as a guest of the Giants AAA club, and the Giants AAA owner is Vivek. Oh god, I can't pronounce his last name particularly well. The guy that owns the Sacramento Kings. So he's letting John Fisher and the crew hang out there for 3 years, essentially rent free. Maybe 4 years, maybe beyond, but 3 years is guaranteed with a fourth-year option. But as far as like Sacramento State or anybody playing up there, I don't believe they do. I think they have their own facilities. Daniel Freak just shared the TikTok video. I hope you guys will as well. And yeah, everybody, if you're new, please tell me your favorite left-handed baseball player of all time. Appreciate the likes, Brand Dog. The more you like, the further up your profile picture goes. Boop, boop, boop. And if you're the top liker, you get the crown. Sacramento State Hornets play there occasionally, whatever that means. That was something I didn't know, some dude. You're probably right then. I'm guessing this year they won't be allowed in because they already got a ton of games being played at the facility because the River Cats did not get relocated. The original thought was to put in field turf, AstroTurf, but then they opted to stay with natural grass. So that stadium's going to take an absolute beating on the playing surface. Not looking good for the Bravos. It's not, Brand Dog. But it's early in the year, right? Nobody can get too up or down 7-8 games into the year. You know what, buddy? I wish I knew. I don't really watch college that much. I think we had all 4 1 seeds made it. So I would imagine all these teams are kind of equally strong. And whoever handles the nerves and the pressure the best is probably going to win, right? Whoever scores the most points is probably going to win, right? Very, very hot take. But yeah, I don't know who's winning the Natty. What do you think, Isaac? Heartbroken over Val Kilmer. Oh, yeah, that sucks about Val Kilmer. Still a fairly young man. I guess he had quite a bit of health issues through the years. Let's see. Nolan, how are you, Nolan? Welcome into the stream. Trey, he's back in Duke for sure. 26 feet elevation. My hometown is like 130. I'm also technically in the Central Valley. So I was thinking they'd be around the same. So now I know. The elevation not particularly high out in West Sacramento. No, never really played the motocross games. Maybe back like on Nintendo or something way, way back. But nothing recent. Brandon, thanks for lighting up our lights. How are you, Brandon? Kilmer was a scientist, refused can't. Oh, no. That's reminding me of Steve Jobs a bit. I know different circumstances, but kind of like, oh, yeah. I don't need that. I'm just going to have a fruit diet or something. Trippy Marcus, how's your day been? Thanks for tripping the follow button to play into your name. Trying to just push them along there with Lawler. Jay Plays, how are you, Jay? That might fluke in. Now it's hanging up. I'm looking at the shadow to gauge if I should try to break. Been doing art. Oh, nice. What type of art do you do?
Now batting, the left fielder, Ellie.
Obviously, art's very encompassing in a lot of different fields. Pretty big fan for some dude of Val. He hasn't been able to speak properly for 11 years due to the throat cancer. And that one's just going to hang in the yard. Was contact swinging. Was hoping to fluke it into play somewhere. Yeah, Warriors have big games back to back, right? We're going to play the Lakers, and then we're going to play the Denver. And we just came off a big game in Memphis, so key run here for Golden State in their playoff hopes. I mean, they're going to be in some scenario. Like, worst case, they'll be in the play-in, but you'd like to be able to host some games and all that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I think the Diamondbacks are decent. It's a terrible deal if you have a good team and you're up against the Dodgers, you know, in their division, because the Dodgers are just so stacked. Digital art, you can do tattoo designs and stuff for streams, stickers, etc. Very cool, Marcus. Sacramento Kings seem great this year. No, aren't the Kings like 10 seed in the West? What's happening, Kobe? How are you? Been lurking. Sorry for not chatting. Don't be sorry. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Clips. I'm glad you got to enjoy some of the entertainment. At least I hope you did. Where's your team? You're telling us we're going further than people think. Where do you think they're going to, lawn bowling or local bowling? I'm a Warrior fan since Run TMC days, and I don't really see us getting past the second round. I hope I'm wrong, though. Be happy to be wrong. Carlos, welcome to the stream. Great to have you participate with us, Carlos. Sorry, today's going to be sort of more of an in and out stream. Likely playing 3 ranked games and getting some sleep around that time. Got to be up at 7 o'clock, so I don't want to go too long and burn the candle on both ends, so to speak. But can probably stream longer the next couple nights. However, I got to stream in the day, so you don't want to metaphorically cook the golden goose. No injuries, at least third round, says local bowling. Swept the Dodgers in 2023. We can do it again. Let's see. Kobe, he likes the Warriors, Dodgers, and Carolina. Hey, 1 out of 3 ain't bad. No. Just messing with you, man. At least we got the Warriors in common. Did you get to watch Shohei's walk-off tonight? Lane, welcome to our stream. Great to have you participate. I'm a Sharks fan. If you guys ever want to know my teams, or if you ever forget and you're in purple stream like yourself, you can just type !teams. I got them all on a handy little Nightbot command. Might be the best player you've seen. Shohei is awesome, man. Absolutely generational talent. Not that I don't mind telling you, but sometimes it's faster. Sorry, Trip. It's only for the purple chatters. TikTok bots are really tough to program. I did try to set up the one through Tickfinity, but it doesn't really function a lot of the time. Lost 5 straight ranked games. Easy to do, TD. And sometimes you just play too long trying to get some of your points back. At least I know I'm prone to doing that. It's like, I should probably put down the controller and come back when I'm fresher or want to lock in. I do play a bit better when I'm not streaming, but not to give an excuse for not winning games either. A lot of people say Bonds, but Otani can pitch. Feared at the plate, it's insane. 100%. As far as we know, Shohei is not using any performance enhancing supplements. Special supplements. Watch DeGrom's first start. Velocity is way down. Major bummer. He was a legend on the Mets.
That missed. That's a ball.
Yeah, sometimes it's good just to get your mind off of playing, right, for a little while.
Count is full.
I don't know what San Jose does, honestly. I don't understand what they're doing half the time. Getting up there in age. Yeah. I guess they're trying to acquire draft picks and all that. It shouldn't hell up your message. Sometimes Automod just does what it wants. Yeah, exactly. It grew that big naturally. It was thanks to the sea air there in the bay. Trenton, thanks for following. I absolutely think they could stay in Sacramento. But I'll tell you something. They're doing Sacramento dirty, and they're doing Sacramento disservice by not representing the team across the front of the jerseys. Even the branding, they're selling branding to some of the Las Vegas, Visit Las Vegas, I don't know, tourism board things. They got that out in left field. They got the jersey patch that says Vegas. The other side, they got the Tower Bridge there for the Athletics. And despite selling out all their season tickets already there for the Athletics, yeah, Sacramento probably feels like, why don't you want to represent us? You know what I mean? So it's another bad rollout. It's another bad mistake from John Fisher, not at least somewhat flirting with Sacramento in case Vegas falls apart. And it doesn't seem like Vegas is really moving ahead full steam the way they would want you to believe. That thing was served perfectly down the line against the shift. So he'll have an easy 2. It looks like he's going to go for 3. And we're not going to get Jose Ramirez. Let's see. Dane, how are you, Dane? Burns 40 this year. Yeah, he definitely didn't fit the Sharks competition timeline. Garrett, welcome in. To me, it feels like the Sharks are just kind of an unserious franchise. But I hope, not going to celebrate, he can turn us around. To be fair, though, I haven't even tuned in to watch the game this whole season. Trent, thanks for following. John Smith, how are you, John? John, is that your actual tractor in your profile picture? Looks like a John Deere. But yeah, I think the A's definitely could stay in Sacramento. I think it's, if I was gonna put a percentage thing on it, I'd say 50% Vegas, 40% Sacramento, 10% or like 9% Oakland, and like 1% something else crazy happens, like they get moved out to Salt Lake City or something. Um, because there's a rumor that there's a tribal group that wants to build, is willing to build a ballpark a little bit north of Sacramento, free for the A's, just to bring more people into their business. So we'll see if that happens, and we'll see what happens with the Tropicana site, which has been very stagnant there in Nevada right now. What's happening, Carlos? Cardinals 4-2, having a good start. Yeah, that's definitely solid. Another Yankee great, Brigman. He's played for a couple of
No balls. One strike.
Yankee affiliates right there in Houston and Boston so far.
That's a ball.
Won't be long until he's in the pinstripes.
1-1. 2.
Hey, TikTok, thanks for 48 followers thus far. We're 2 away from 50. Tonight's a night with no timer, but we still want everybody to stay with us. I stream every day, and I go by the same name across all the socials. In case anything happens to the app again, yeah, you guys can connect with us on purple or red streams. I couldn't get Lawler to dive. Lindor dives on his own. The computer triggered it, but I can't get the out. Mavericks look good tonight. I saw they got the win. I know there was some post-game quotes from Anthony Davis. Are the Mavericks still in the play-in if it ended today, TD, or are they out of the play-in? I can't see them doing a lot with the loss of Kyrie as well. Definitely, you know, not enjoying the injuries, but I'm enjoying that Klay Thompson made his bed and he has to lay in it there in Dallas. I am a fan, but I'm not like a fan of NHL the way I'm a fan of Major League Baseball. Pretty much guaranteed a play-in spot. Yeah, you just got to win a couple games, right? Wouldn't really want to deal with Anthony Davis in the playoffs.
Ball.
But, yeah, I don't think they have enough guard play and secondary play outside of AD.
Nope. Ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball inside.
No, Fisher had nothing to do with the Raiders. However, he has nothing to do with their ownership group. Fisher did own a half stake in the Oakland Coliseum site, where the Raiders used to play, where the A's played up until this year. Fisher squatted on it, didn't let the Raiders get a new stadium. And then the Raiders went out to Vegas. So Fisher kind of screwed things up for the Raiders in some ways. I think having the control freak helps with the PCI, but not controlling it well enough. I mean, wish I had some runs up right now. Trying to at least get his pitch count going. Lively and Gafford are back recently. Sorry, guys, I got Stream Element spot running too much. I'll get it shut off tonight. It's just kind of flooding chat with too many raffles. Even Jerry Jones is cooked with these ancient franchise owners. I think it's tough for those guys, man. They don't realize that they should maybe step aside and let somebody else run the franchise. But Fisher's still relatively young, I think, in ownership terms. I think he's like mid-60s. Mark Davis is, you know, young enough to run the Raiders, even if he doesn't do a good job with them. No timer tonight, man. I can only stream for about 2 hours. So I didn't want anybody like sending a Galaxy to extend the stream, and then I can't extend it. You know what I mean? Certainly hope people still will subscribe or send Galaxies over there, but you know what I mean, right, JP? Let's see. You have a problem with slamming yours directionally. So little cells pitch, but yeah, the control freaks help. They extend the analog stick if you add the extensions. Might give you a little bit more precise control. You see, I got one here on my left stick. They kind of look like that. There's different ones that they make. They also make these precision rings that you can put underneath your analog stick, and that prevents you from slamming as well. It gives like restriction to the controller. So if you go to Control Freak and you put it in order, use my creator code DF, you'll get 10% off. Question of the day, JP, you ready? This one's a doozy, JP. Would you rather go through your mom's search history or your dad's? And I know, like not everybody still has their parents, but just in general, you can imagine like aunt and uncle if you need a substitute. Oakley underscore Pitt, how are you, Oakley?
Inside. Ball.
Imagine once you hit 70, you probably don't care about many things. I don't know. Depends on the person. I mean, we've had some folks well over 70 running the country here for a while, so I'm not sure that everybody's just on that let me relax and not meddle scenario, some dude. Speaking of meddling, Manny takes it over the wall. It was a wall scraper. I thought we were going to rob it with Soto. TD says dads, he wants to watch together. Uncle Fester, he's up for doing both. Great answer, Uncle Fester. I dot Karish. How are you, Karish? Yeah, I'm just not racking up the runs. Yesterday and the day before, in particular, was really having some good games here on Hall of Fame. Trey, rating is in the 1300s. I'm playing the number 3 guy in the world. What's up, Max? How are you doing? All right, little push bunt. Let's see if we can small ball our way back into this. Lawler is going to make his way on there. Yeah, I thought I robbed it too. It's going for the back-to-backs. We'll see if he tries to alter how he pitches me now.
Ball.
If you guys want to know the current rank, you got to stay tuned between games. Otherwise, I'm going to give you shenanigans. The rank watchers are like pocket watchers in here. Bummer. Thought he was going to come inside again. Wasn't able to adjust. Pipeline Collection's got some good cards for sure, Max. Who's your favorite Pipeline card? Had a few of those that I sold. Maybe I should have held on to. Gio, welcome in. Yes, of late I've mostly been streaming the show. It's a sick play and animations. Thankfully we avoid the outs. Dan, it's okay to be a Giants fan. Who's your favorite Giant of all time? Wyatt, surprised you're not begging on a street corner somewhere for attention, because it seems like you're thirsty for it. So anyhow, Wyatt, to the streets with you so you can be happy. Spencer, welcome to the stream. How are you, Spencer? Jalen, how are you? Welcome aboard. Try to flip that one to left. Dang it, just underneath. Hitting like 600 with Marcelo been mashing. Favorite Giant, Eli Manning. Well, he's a San Francisco Giant fan. Dan is over in TikTok chat. Wire smashing the sinker. Does it have enough? It does. We'll get 3 on 1 swing. For you, it's Barry Bonds. Grew up watching him break the records. Was present for 73 with your, and it cut off your message. Super cool that you got to be there for number 73. He was an entertaining dude, although he's kind of a prickly guy and all that. But yeah, watching Bonds bat was fun. Unless he was hitting against your team. Big Timmy Slim Jim. Too bad about Tim's wife passing away. I think Tim just doesn't want to be in the spotlight anymore. People always say, oh, we need Lincecum in the game, but I don't think he just wants to deal with it. I think he just... My assumption is probably just wants to chill out, enjoy his wealth, and stay out of the spotlight. Jackson, thanks very much for the TikTok rose. Yeah, Lincecum was a fun guy to watch, too. King Kong. How are you, King? I mean, I'm a bit of an Astro hater being an A's fan, but their organization deserves a lot of credit. They draft well. They've usually retained the right guys, and now it seems like a little bit of a reboot for the Astros. Hasn't even released his name rights to the Giants so they can sell his jersey. Oh, I didn't know that about Lincecum. Reese, welcome to our stream. It's too bad Lincecum didn't have a longer, healthier career, too. Not as serious as of course, losing his wife, but yeah, he was a fun guy to watch play. Can't sleep in this weather. What type of weather you're dealing with, T-Pump? Are you in the tornado warnings? Because I know some of the Ohio buddies are dealing with the warnings tonight. John Kais, how are you, John? What's up, Cody? Barry Bonds' voice throws you off. Yeah, some guys' voices, they definitely don't seem like they should match their body. Bonds is one of those. Patrick Mahomes comes to my mind as well. Actually, my son got me streaming TD. When he was born, we couldn't sleep well through the night. So one night I said, hey, I'll stay up, I'll watch him. Why don't you go and rest? I told my wife that. And I spent most of the night just playing some Madden and some 2K. And I think the very next night, because we both got to sleep well, she got to sleep for a shift. I took a shift basically of watching the infant. Yeah, I think it was like the next night. I started on the purple platform, and the game lagged. Wasn't able to pull down my PCI or my pinpoint. Super annoying. Key at bat here. I can't even throw the pitch. Yeah, I think this is the next night. I was like, yeah, let me just stream off my Xbox, and I've been at it ever since. Cody loves the Astros. Same in southern Wisconsin for the Tornadoes. Same in northern Illinois. Man, I hope all of you guys are staying safe. Out there, I think it's more Tornado Alley than what I'm used to, but you guys know, stay away from the windows and try to be in a location in the house where you're kind of battened down and anchored. For me, I got 2 tornado warnings like in the last 3 years while I was live. Storms are rolling through. We almost never get them out here in California, at least in my part of California. But I wrapped up stream real fast. Phone went buzzing like crazy and startled the heck out of me. I was like, all right, I got to jump off and just, yeah, took my family over. This wall is like the main bathroom. Took everybody in there, and we brought our tablets and our stuff to look at and just waited for the warning to lift. The game is lagging terribly now. Let's see. Sorry, I got behind on chat. Dave, I was up and down as you can get. Do I think the Astros won the trade? No, I don't think so. I mean, I guess time will tell. Let's see how the trade all works out. You're from Arkansas. You guys are getting hit hard. Let's see. You don't know much about the Ace thing. Why are they broke? They're not broke. The owner has money. The owner doesn't want to spend money. He's been... I'll try to give you a quick summary. The A's owner has money. He doesn't care to spend on the team. He wants to get revenue sharing from Major League Baseball. He's basically a welfare queen of Major League Baseball. His name's John Fisher. So revenue sharing is like the big gate draw teams like the Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, whatever. They have to give some money to the small markets. Instead of the A's paying their fair share and competing in the Bay Area like they should have all along and upgrading their stadium and things like that along the way, he's always pled poverty, done what he could to drive the fans away and give them a bad look, and now he's trying to get the taxpayers in Vegas to pay for a new stadium because he doesn't want to pay for it out of his pocket. Dark Spectre, thanks for lurking. I hope you're doing great, Dark Spectre. Let's see, might be a stupid question. Oh yeah, you know what, TD, because the AI moderation of TikTok does not care for you to have them for you the streamer to try to direct traffic elsewhere. So if you just call it a color, it seems to be a lot safer than saying like, oh yeah, I'm live over on YT or the T platform, but actually saying the names. But yeah, Kyle Tucker's a good player. I wouldn't call him a king, but I don't call LeBron a king either. Moneyball is, it kind of reflects on the cheap ownership, but it's not really about that. Moneyball's more praising the genius of Billy Beane, who was our general manager. Billy's now one of the team like vice presidents, and he has a small ownership stake. Let's see, anyone over the luxury tax has to pay revenue sharing since Mike plays games. Yankees, Mets, Dodgers, Phillies, Braves, Rangers, Astros, Giants, and Cubbies are paying revenue sharing. Yep. So Fisher had to have what was called a binding contract agreement. There was a deadline beginning of last year. So suddenly he finds his deal out in Vegas. But there should have already broke ground. Now they're pushing the date back to June. I don't think they're going to get their stadium built and ready to go by 2028, the way that they're claiming. But, yeah. All we can do is just wait and see if it happens. Cam, welcome in. See, your dad's named John, and he's also cheap. I'm pretty frugal, but if I owned a baseball team, I'd want to win. Yeah, I bet they do. I mean, those franchises just print money, right? That's why they have the inflated payrolls and everything. Hey, TD, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, it's just a shorter stream anyways, so glad we got to see you for part of it. Great to connect with all the new followers and those of you that come hang out with us whenever you can tonight as well. Probably playing this one and one more, maybe a little Conquest to set us off. We'll see, but I definitely should be probably putting my head down around 1 o'clock. That way I can get roughly 6 hours of sleep and get up and do my work for Creator Sports. Brave, thanks for following. You know, that's what the fans were saying. That's why the fans were wearing those sell t-shirts and you were hearing the sell the team chant, and you know, the Oakland fans were doing all the protest stuff. Like, we try to make our voices heard, but people that are casual baseball observers may not know. Like, you didn't really know kind of the crux of it till we talked about it right now. And even if you do know, like, how much pressure can you put on billionaires? It's an exclusive club. You and I are not in it, right? The Billionaire Boys Club. So those guys, they voted to let Fisher make this bad move, even though they had some objections to it, because when it comes time for them to do something screwed up to their taxpayers, and they want money for, you know, the public to fork out, or they're going to move their team, they're going to want Fisher's vote. So it's just one of those things where one hand washes the other, and they're going to do what they want to do. So we'll get the bunt and the runner over to third. Now we need a productive out to increase the lead here. Yes. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's kind of crazy that he passed away right before the owner meetings. But yeah, Peter Snyder, right? He was the one guy that was supposedly vocally against Fisher's move. They said he had 7 or 8 owners that were going to stand with him to vote against the relocation, and he passed away like a day or two before the owner meeting. Padres chairman. El Matatan. How are you, El Matatan? Yeah, they're in more than a few clubs. TT Prism, what's up, TT? Freight Train. Have you ever looked at a picture of Joaquin Soria and thought about this stream? Yeah, I don't think that's going to fluke in, but let's just run hard in case it does. It will, and we're going to have first and third. I wanted to send him home, but I don't think we're going to make it. Zach Pascal, how are you, Zach? Now in charge of the team. Happy at least to staying in the family. I wanted to pinch hit there. I hit the quick menu. The quick menu with right button should let you pinch hit as well. We have Morgan, so the one righty bat I got is Manny. Let's send up Manny. I mean, I'd be really surprised if the Dodgers don't win it. If the Dodgers don't win it, something went wrong for the Dodgers, right? Yeah, it should be a good game, right? We'll see if it actually is. Sometimes we are expecting it to be a crazy game, and then it's like, well, one team got blown out by 30 points. Wait, Joe Morgan's PCI is looking tiny. May have been the wrong guy to face Griffin Jacks. Never seen a game give people so much. Chris, it can be a wild game. And Joe Morgan off the bench. Out to center field. If you ever drive to the Coliseum, it's still there. They're going to host the Roots and the Soul and Major League Cricket and other things. You may drive on Joe Morgan Way. Is an A right at the end of his career. He's also an A's color commentary broadcaster for a while for Joe Morgan. All right, so we're tacking on here. New quick menu stuff. Overwhelmingly positive about the game. Don't talk about my PCI that way. Hey, we saw him getting out of a cold shower, Rubes. I realized the phrasing was a little bit off there. This live is so chill, like ASMR. I used to have an ASMR redeem on the Purple stream, but then I added filtering to the mic through the broadcast software because my kids can be so loud. And now if I do the whispers, try to give you guys the tingles, you don't hear them, or you don't hear them the right way. So, no more ASMR redeem. Although I always felt a little creepy doing it anyways. Mike gets that joke. Mike's got the large PCI. Nah, just playing. Let's see. It's the only year you've watched the first week of the season and been like, yeah, why watch? The Dodgers have it in the bag. Mace, we just talked about it a minute ago. So the platform you're on, Mace, they don't want you driving their traffic away. So if you're saying exactly what it is, yeah, they might mishear what your intention is and think that I'm trying to get Mace to leave. So yeah, exactly. Yep, Stone knows. Yeah, but if you guys want to join there, join us there. If you want to join in all 3 streams, please join all 3 streams. You guys want to follow me on Reddit and X and Instagram and Blue Sky. I'm Daniel Freak on every platform. I hope you guys will connect with me on all of them. If you get a moment, you can click onto my profile there on TikTok. If you do, in the biography, my link tree is there. If you hit the link tree, please join the Discord. Dude, why is the game so laggy? Why do dreadlocks make the game lag? Like, it's been an issue for like years, right? Yeah, it's a little weird, little Mama Silva. So when I first started streaming, way back, old time Daniel Freak enjoyers remember I had the lullabies in the background, and those were organic. It was so, baby Daniel, as he was known back then, could sleep, and people said I would give him the ASMR tingles without even doing any whispering stuff. But then folks like Brados and Bama, they would ask me to do the whispering thing. So I made it a redeem. It was like a lot of channel points, so I wouldn't have to do it too often. Yeah, I like some scary movies, especially around Halloween, some dude. I enjoyed The Babadook. What's everyone's favorite scary movie? Probably my last game of the day. Buddy, if I showed you my rating, you would get rating envy. So we're not going to do that. If you have keen eyes, you'll see what the rating is right now. If you don't, join the purple stream. You can see everything there. But hey, we're going to make the purple folks not see where our rating is. We don't want any stream snipers. Other than Mike. Mike can stream snipe. He's earned it. He's earned the right to beat me if he wants. Terrifier series. Thoughts on the game first few weeks? It's playable and enjoyable, Isaac. It's definitely not a legendary edition of the game or anything. Halloween movies for sure, says Karosh. Let's see. You'll stick to Road to the Show for Brendan. Road to the Show is a fun game mode. It should just be whatever's fun. Nobody has to play the game any certain way. You guys like doing franchise, then do franchise. B. Lopez, welcome to our community. All right, I'm aiming to be off by 1. So we'll see how fast this game goes by. Maybe my last game of the night. Sorry for the short one. That's what she said. That's what he said. But yeah, here we go. Let's make the most of it. Probably should have won the first game, man. Had it in extras and pulled the old triple play bunt, trying to squeeze off the winner on a squeeze play. But yeah, sometimes it be that way.
Leading off for the bomb.
Oh, was it events? Yeah, I'm sure we've matched up over the years. Just consider when you're often playing the game when I'm playing it too. So nice having Roflo in yesterday. I mean, it's nice having all of you guys and gals in. Nice having Rubes in and Little Mama Silva and some of the regulars. But Mike and I, we bonded through knowing Roflo years back. So it's nice that he was able to come chat with us for a while. Do I use anything on your remote? What's that mean, Chris? Just a control freak. There's no Zins or any of that nonsense. Did I run into a super sweat? This guy's hitting 579 with Manny. All right, Manny's his average is dropping. At least for one at bat. Broski, welcome aboard. Yeah, he's such a knowledgeable baseball guy. He's got a great mind for it. He definitely thinks about stuff and analyzes stuff that I don't get that deep into the game about. I think you do, but yeah, he's the guy that'll sit there and study the advanced metrics and different factors that casuals don't care about
2 balls, no strikes.
or don't think to care about. Okay, Dalton Rushing has came up. We're playing another Yankee fan. Nothing but Yankee fans today. We're 2 followers away from 69 on TikTok. That's a nice number. So if you got any friends showing online, please share the stream. We love the taps on the screen as well. That's why we got the like-a-thon on for us. Hunter Bear, what's happening, Hunter? Took a whole year break from baseball pretty much last year. I'm afraid to take any more breaks with the A's. There's been years where I'm less invested in watching every single inning that I can. But now it's like, it feels like it's in the final chapter for California. And we'll see if that's really true. Part of me hopes that they can settle in Sacramento or somehow they go back across the bay. But I really feel like I'm kind of towards the end of my baseball life as a fan, as far as Major League's concerned. Guess I can always reassemble them in the show, but we'll see. Have I ever used precision rings? I'm an endorser of them, Chris. Use my code when you go and buy your next order from Control Freak. My code is DF, like Danielle Freak, but just the initials. As far as using the rings, though, I've never gotten really accustomed to them, to be perfectly honest. I just use a low or a mid-rise on the left stick. Hey, Daryl, you know who else likes to beg? You do. You're like, Donnie, give me one more chance. Why'd you ban me, Donnie? Donnie, I was just making a joke. But Daryl, to the streets with you. I mean, we'll cross the bridge when we get there, right, broski? But no, I don't imagine I'm going to follow a team that's not in my home state. And I'm not going to support one of the other teams either, because they all allowed the move. Record, Julian, we're 69-0. Kyle, how are you? Maybe. It would feel really weird, though, if it wasn't the A's. And the A's intend to keep their branding. I know the mayor, she was trying to fight for keeping, you know, the team colors and team name in Oakland when they were looking to extend the stadium situation before they announced the Sacramento stay. So yeah, I don't know. Like the Oakland Oaks or something expanding in would be kind of cool. But I don't think Oakland's going to be in line anytime soon to get another team. Wouldn't support the Angels because the Angels voted for the move. And yeah, they're kind of far away to stay up with them. Seattle Seahawks, yes. Julian, no, I don't spin on the game. Mike says I wouldn't support the Angels either. Stone, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. 5 minutes in the gulag with you. Yeah, at least Artie's been willing to spin at times. Didn't they do some, not relocation threat, but some, I thought they did some shakedown to get taxpayer money for a remodel, right, Mike? Like within the last 5 years, or am I misremembering? Let's see. Definitely coming back. Buddy, I go, as I said earlier, same name everywhere. We stream every day, and looking forward to seeing you in the chat again. Get a chance? Yeah, click on the profile, join us in Discord. The Giants had a huge part in pushing the A's out of the Bay Area, not letting the A's move to San Jose. The A's kept the Giants in the Bay Area, broski. If you knew your history on it, you know the A's saved them from moving in '92 to Florida. So casual ball enjoyers like yourself ask these types of questions, but they don't know why. But I'm here to coach you up. So screw the Giants and their ownership group. But no, most Giants fans are actually pretty cool. But yeah, I wouldn't root for them. The mayor and the Angels negotiated a stadium deal that would give you a new stadium into the 2030s, keep you in Anaheim in the late 21st century in general, says Mike. Before they're threatening to head to Long Beach, Tustin, and a few other cities. Long Beach by the terminals would be kind of cool, but I'm sure it would alienate some of the Anaheim-based fans. To me, that's not the same type of relocation like what the A's are doing. It's not like leaving the state or even leaving the region, but it's still kind of messed up though. Like, hey, I bought a home in Anaheim because I wanted to go be a season ticket holder and just enjoy my golden years and, you know, the American League watching baseball. Now they're getting out of there. What's happening, Chunky? How are you, buddy? Eli's in the house. What's happening, Eli? Okay, so what's Rocky got? He's got the sinker, splitter, slider, and the 101 fastball.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Yeah, his passing's kind of weird. I mean, I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist, but the timing is just so bizarre, right? Like the A's are getting ready to move, key vote, chance for him to be the hero, right? And keep the team located where they were, and then boom, he passes away. Eli, I'm trying. Up on Hall of Fame, PCI for me feels small. Went to the home opener, it was packed. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they're received in Sacramento. I know they sold out all the season tickets, but attendance hasn't looked like they've been full for the most part on the other two games. Daniel, welcome aboard, Daniel. Yeah, Hall of Fame's tough for me at least. Buddy says, I've been playing 14 hours, almost everything close to done. Well, take a break, man. 14 hours is a long time to play. Your health is more important. So when I was a kid, Trey, they went to 3 straight World Series, 88, 89, 90. They won the 89 championship. It was the Bay Bridge series, A's and Giants. There was a huge earthquake that postponed the series midway through before Game 3. They're just about to throw out the opening pitch. Yeah, those guys are complaining about GOAT. I'm just trying to get some hits together here on Hall of Fame. Eli, you get me, bud. Let's see. Definitely a hitter's park. Yep, wind seems like it's moving out. Not much foul ground, so more chances for batters to load back up and wait till the Sacramento summer heat comes on. I do think they'll bring back the Sonics. Yeah, Bash Brothers were awesome. Ricky and Dave Stewart, all those teams were loaded. Yeah, Padres owners seem pretty good. Even as an Angel fan, like I understand disliking the Angels. Dodgers are obviously great owners if you're a fan of the franchise. Maybe not the rest of Major League though, because they're spending so much. Eli, thanks for the 5 roses there. All right, Terry Pendleton's up. And Pendleton yanked that thing to left field, or excuse me, to right field. I don't know how he pulled it. That ball looked like it was away. Pendleton absolutely nuked that deal. It's his first homer with him. The home run Canseco hit in Skydome was amazing. He hit the third deck up there. It was in the ALCS, I believe. Diamond Life, welcome to the stream. We are multi-streaming, so I'm reading off all the chats across the different platforms, in case you guys are wondering who I'm talking to. Giants ownership, 2 things. I remember the guy shoving his wife over when they're out having lunch. Larry Bear, I'm pretty sure is his name. And then also they've done what they could to block the A's from moving to San Jose. Immediately comes to mind. I know they pushed out a very popular lady public address announcer too, Renelle something. You know, that in itself doesn't mean you can't like the franchise, but I don't think there's some very novel ownership group like they have their issues out there. Just got the rings for Chris. Oh, awesome, dude. Hope you used code DF. Let's see. Eli Sanders, how are you, Eli? Thank you guys on TikTok. We're over 71 TikTok followers. Yeah, I don't even know how you could estimate that Skydome homer for Canseco back in the day, because it was so high in the air. Like, how do you know how far it was going to travel? But I guess they have the technology to figure out the velocity and the launch angle and estimate how far it would go. Chris, that's wonderful, dude. Hopefully they arrive in a couple days and help you out significantly. Just like the Giants and the Dodgers for Mike. Me too. It's like, here's a great baseball rivalry. I'm hoping they both lose. Kind of feel that way with Yankees and Red Sox. No disrespect to you guys that are out there that like those franchises. I'm just tired of seeing you guys win. Now I need my Pendleton to hit a monster home run. Yeah, Mantle supposedly hit the furthest home run ever. And then I know there's people that say that that's just myth and legend on the Mickey Mantle home run. So I really don't know about the longest home run ever. You know, pre-television, pre-StatCast, it's tougher to tell. Oh, we're joking about Pendleton. Pendleton hit a tape measure home run against me there, M3. Not going to be a Padre fan. They also voted to allow the A's to move. I'm not going to be a fan of anything else, Boski. You're not going to solve it in chat. I've already thought about it. I've been thinking on things for probably a lot longer than you have, because I'm older than you are. But yeah, I'm content at this moment with my decision that if the A's get out to Nevada, just don't need to spend my money on Major League Baseball or my energy on it. Hot take, Dodgers ruined baseball in the 50s, says some dude. That is a hot take. Chaos, what's up, dude? How are you? Yeah, I thought I really hit that hard. It was 97 exit velocity, but chopped it into the dirt.
Leading off for the Bucks,
Blocked you guys for multiple titles.
Dalton
It certainly a take, says Mike. Tell him, Monk. Yeah, Uncle Donnie, he's on his horse here.
No, that's inside.
Getting close back to feeling normal. You been getting to play any games, Chaos, or have you been taking it easy on the gaming?
That missed. That's a ball.
Yeah, let's get the reverse boycott going for Ebbetsfield and the Polo Grounds. All right, so we got Mike arriving and
the batter,
Cash Mooley.
Labor.
Couldn't focus. That's why I was thinking it may be too much to try to see all the motion and things, especially if you're concerned about everything that was going on. Right eye was going wild. Has that calmed down and gotten under control, or we have to go to an optometrist? Andrew, how are you? Welcome to the stream, Andrew. The player that takes
1-1.
performance still has to know how to play baseball. Oh, you're not wrong. Yeah, being strong is not going to make you necessarily square up the bat, but it's going to get you stronger, maybe moving the bat faster through the hitting zone, and you'll recover faster to get back in the gym. Seeing floating objects, calming down. Did see the eye doctor. Garrett, welcome to our TikTok chat. I did see that about Profar.
Yeah.
Mike Plays Games says Barry Bonds still probably has a top 3 eye of all time. Yeah. Who would you put in the top 3 eyes of baseball batters? I'm thinking immediately of Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs, and Bonds. Although, like, I don't know. I didn't get to see Ted Williams and those guys. Mike's going Williams, Bonds, Soto. Going yard in the Polo Grounds tonight. Well, if you pull it down the line. I was doing some weird stuff. Couldn't read without glasses. Not sure I have a timer right now. Also, really strong prescriptions. Said if you can read without the glasses, prescription like that shouldn't be as blurry. Bummer. I'm getting a lot of weak contact. And I put the alarm on a timer. I set a bunch of alarms so I'd wake up to do my Creator Sports Network stuff, but not at this hour. It's too early.
That's a ball.
Oh yeah, I definitely think you would have had a Hall of Fame career. Your ranked team, the Brooklyn Dodgers. That's a good callback. Yeah, he was excellent with the Pirates. Horrible headache on the right side. Have you been out to golf or anything, Chaos, or just laying low, trying to let this all pass? Tyler, welcome to our chat.
2-2.
Imagine you guys are just starting to get some nice cool weather coming through. Giambi's an interesting guy, man. I mean, MVP player, went to the Yankees, had all the health issues, got popped. But yeah, he was a good batter, had a nice swing. I don't think Giambi has much of an argument for Hall of Fame or anything.
No balls. 1 strike.
He certainly looked like he was going to be a dominant Hall of Fame player, though, at the start of his career. And McGuire's going to turn around that slider. It's out away from him, and I don't think we're going to be able to pull that away. Hey, what's happening, Punk? How you been? See, nothing really. Got out for walks last week. Probably be okay to golf now. Just haven't got around to it. Yes, I got the new golf game. I was streaming it quite a bit when it first released, and then this one came out. This one usually does well for me, you know, with viewership and engagement. Lawrence Butler needs to get his head right. He's off to a very slow start, and I was afraid that might be an issue after getting the bag. I don't think he's dogging it or anything, but sometimes guys just don't play to their potential after they get paid. How valid is it to say you'll win league MVP? You deserve to be in the Hall. No, not at all, Stone. MVP is just a one-year thing. Hall of Fame needs to be over the course of, 10, 15-year career for most of these guys. Giambi was one of the best players in baseball his MVP season, but that was a season. That wasn't a bunch of years like that strung together. Oh, did Evers finally get out of the slump?
third baseman.
If it's not on sale yet, Chaos, I bet you it will be soon. Tejada buries Ito, huge reason why that team was so good. Moneyball helped, but not as much as the movie shows. Yeah, they make such a big deal about Hatterberg, but yep, Tejada was amazing. Eric Chavez was good. I believe, I get the teams kind of confused in my mind, but I believe we still had like Johnny Damon and Jermaine Dye and all those guys still around back then. Really, it's tough to know. Nowitzki.
The second baseman.
I mean, 2K is just a huge developer, so you think they could put in the resources to be good at it, but you see what they do with the basketball franchise. It's not always a really good addition to basketball. Sacramento Stadium's a lipstick on a pig situation. It's cool. I like the Sacramento fans. I've been interacting with them a lot on Reddit. They have a lot of love and passion for the team to be there, even if it's for a short while. But, I mean, it's still a minor league stadium. How am I finding the start of MLB? Is that a DF hat you're seeing at sick? Yeah. I got a little merchandise store. If you guys ever want a hat or something or a t-shirt, they are available. They were nice enough to send me a merchandise selection of my own to, you know, kind of showcase it like I am today, because my hair's a little too long, so occasionally I'll wear it. So yeah, I was really happy with it. It's just like a nice little trucker style hat. Was Damon already on the Red Sox? Because we had him for a season or two. And then we had Terrence Long, who was really good in center field as well. Of course, the Moneyball season is the year that we had Hatterberg, the first year. The 21 season. But Moneyball, of course, spanned many, many years. Oh, I thought it was on that one. Best card for the best price. Boy, I don't know.
Nope, that's in.
Seventh in WAR in 2002. It wasn't massive. Yeah, he hit the iconic home run for us for the 20-game win streak, and he played like solid first base and all that. But yeah, people act like we found Hatterberg and he just like replicated Giambi or something. Yeah, the team was pretty good. Boski, I'm in the central part of the state. It's about all I say. You never know if you're gonna get some like weird stalker type dude that may be popping in the chat. Not you, Boski, but yeah, I usually just keep it a little bit under the hat, so to speak. Moneyball's definitely worth the watch. Weather here is still somewhat cold. You know, would be decent to get out and play some golf right now before it heats up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Opportunity wasted, right? We had 2 runners on double play and then the ground out. Definitely hoping for some runs there. Jay, welcome to our stream. Thanks for becoming our latest follower. We are multi-streaming. I got some of the original supporters that are hanging out with us right now. Flandros and Chaos. Those guys go back to 2017 when we used to stream a lot of NBA 2K. Alfie was tame though. Only made people buy the eggs and the meat and the toilet paper. Been all right in Sydney for Chaos. Never been to Cali. Which city do you think you should go to? Yeah, I've streamed since 2K17. That was my first year streaming, and that was the first game I streamed a lot, Jay. So let's see. If I was going to recommend cities to go see in California, I would recommend go to either Monterey, California. Check out the aquarium. Check out the golf courses. If you like golf, you might not like golf. If you want a little bit more to do, maybe go to San Diego. San Diego's got like great beaches. It's got the San Diego Zoo. It's got the Padres. It's got the, well, it used to have the Chargers. What else do they got down there? Yeah, just a lot to do, right, in San Diego. Like Los Angeles and San Francisco and all those are great too, but wouldn't be my first place to pick if I was going to go. So when I played 2K17, I was my team streamer. 18, I played a lot of career. Anaheim's pretty underrated. Disneyland, Angels, and the Ducks as Mike plays games. Been very good for Flandros. Flandros is from Norway, but he's out in Australia right now. Take-Two Interactive needs to stay away from baseball. Hopefully EA will try to bring back college baseball and basketball, says my buddy Big Ooze. But yeah, so Jade answered the question in 2K18. I think I got to like 96 overall at a sharpshooting shot creator. Yep, nice beaches for sure, Jay.
The batter.
Trying to find somewhere with good horses. I was thinking about hitting Arizona first. Arizona, you probably save some bucks. Cole, thanks for following.
1-0.
Sister lived in San Diego for like a decade. It's decent, says some dude. I cannot move the second baseman. He was just glued in on that animation. Oh yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I really don't know what the best card is for the best prize. I wish I could give you a better answer. If you don't have all the cards from the courtesy program, I would recommend doing them. You'll get 4 diamonds for doing the program. My favorite 2K was probably 2K17, just for all the reminiscing on it. The show reminds you of 21. The show reminds me of 21, but it's 25. And we haven't taken the leap forward that we should have by now, Jackson. Shoot, out in front.
Track 2.
14 to 18 days free schedule before the rent runs out there. Well, that'll be cool, man. Hopefully you should go and get to have some fun. You know, just on your free time. Yeah, it's gonna take you like 2 hours, like the length of the stream, you know, and then you'll have Joe Morgan and Stan Musial and Vita Blue and Richie Ashburn, I think is the other one. And he got me to swing a little high. That might fluke in. Long run for center fielder. Yep, he'll just get it. The show needs to be torn down and rebuilt, Chris, in my opinion. Which my opinion is worth a hill of beans. But the show is still so much like it was in 19. Like, it should be a new hitting engine. We shouldn't have so many of the same legacy copy and paste animations. Graphics need an overhaul. There's just a lot of little buggy things with the game. Freeze off should be eliminated somehow. Dreadlock should make the game lag. But I don't think they want to pay the developers to do it, since it's it's probably just printing money for them. Those cards were common, and if you complete the program, they turn into diamonds. This is not good. Tight game, and I'm giving up another run. Try to hold that runner to second. Come on, back. Bach Tuna. They can't add that. Stan's very good platoon back. Yep, I got him into to back up McGuire. Also, he can play a little corner outfield and stuff for me as needed. And I try to rush that. We won't get the out. Everything's expensive out there for Flandros. Both Gallic, Golden State. Full Graham, fooled you more than once for Connor Lee. Yeah, those cards are all decent cards. I got Joe Morgan as a pinch runner on the bench too. You know, if Trout was doing that and staying healthy, yeah, he could have some monster seasons left.
Who lives on Drury Lane?
Yeah, that's from where Bo is, right? Carnes? Or I may be looking at the names wrong. Sorry, I'm trying to stay up with the 3 chats and definitely don't want to ignore anybody. What's happening, Desert Rat? How are you? Yeah, the Switch is going to be expensive out here because we're going to impose tariffs now. So all the electronics are supposedly going to be super pricey. Probably going to be 800 American when it gets here. I don't really want either of those teams. I'd rather face like Memphis or Houston, but I don't know that that'll line up that way, Chris. Nuggets seem to have our number, and Lakers always play us well too. Oh my God, with the bad throws. I should have went to second. Probably could have gotten out there, but yeah, this inning I've kind of imploded. Cal's gonna have to sell the body. Well, yeah. You'll have money left over with the Switch. Yeah, the 1,000 point thing was a joke, bud. You have to worry about that. You just need to get to the 64 points or something. Yeah, I don't like McGuire's swing. He's my favorite player. I just wish they made him more usable. But, you know, why play the game if I'm not going to play with my favorites? Outlet prices are not too bad. Everybody seems to like White Sundays. Says Philandros.
Ramirez.
Okay, so probably our last game of the day. Unfortunately, we're trailing into this one. Should have won that first game I played.
0-1.
But you know what they say about the word should. You can should all over yourself,
No ball.
but it doesn't make it so. This one we're going to have to rally. Last game we got the big 3-run bot from McGuire that pulled us back in. Yeah, no, that program's definitely worth doing. If you guys haven't done the courtesy, whatever it's called, I forgot. I just told you guys what it was, but yeah, the courtesy program, the one that came out yesterday on April Fools. Yeah, all those cards are like mid diamonds. So you get yourself 4 diamonds for just
The right fielder.
doing some fairly easy missions. You have to take some strikeouts and you have to play with commons, but yeah, just do it with Conquest or whatever.
Soto.
Yeah, even if you don't use the cards just for the collections.
John Franco.
Ball.
Yeah, so
That's
here's
low.
Franco stepping in. If you guys haven't followed yet on TikTok, please be sure to follow. Love you guys to share and like as well if you haven't done so.
1-1.
Didn't think I was late at all. I thought it was smashing that to left field against the shift. Yeah, Tuna, I don't use that type of language in my stream. It was rightfully held by AutoMod. So
The first baseman.
yeah,
Number
let's be a little bit more constructive in chat, Tuna. I think I'll give you the night off and then come back tomorrow or next time without using a lot of insulting terms. Even if it's to players that are not going to be ever in my chat.
Ball. That's it.
It just isn't a good discourse. World Series prediction is Dodgers win it, and doesn't really matter who goes against them. I hope that's not the case, but I feel like the Dodgers are kind of inevitable this season, Chris. What do you think, Chris?
Tag 2. Full count.
Can't touch anything in your area, right? Chaos for under $1 million in Australian, I believe, for homes. I feel like it was that way like 5-6 years ago when I talked to you guys about it, so it's probably even more now. Just got a piece of that. Was ball 4. Chris hoping the Red Sox could make a run. Oh, I thought that was a good take. I thought it was breaking out for the ball. We need base runners, of course.
That's in. Ball.
Don't think you can guarantee a World Series by the roster, honestly, says Mike. That's probably true. Lozana got all of it on the PCI. Timing was pretty good. It didn't give me a perfect, but it's not strong enough to knock it out that way. No timer tonight, Boston. Yeah, just got to get out. Ratings 1300, Brandon. Low 1300s. Let's see. Probably should save for a trip to the U.S. in November. Would have had so much to work with. Spent like 5K U.S. on the trip in total. I'm guessing it's running you a lot more out that way, Flandros, than hypothetical American trip. Yeah, it's too early for like legitimate World Series predictions, but if people ask, I guess just for the engagement, I don't think
1-2.
I don't think there's any way you can really pick against Los Angeles right now. But yeah, they could get there and get bounced in the first round or something. Need to touch the velocity. I think the velocity is okay. I mean, we're not playing with 99s everywhere. I'm glad they lowered the elevation on the stadiums. I thought playing in Shieldwood and all that stuff was just kind of stupid. The creative stadiums like Costco that everybody likes so much.
Now batting, the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Yeah, I thought you had a good time while you were out here. From the pictures that you got to share with us and all that, Phil. But I hope you're having a great time in Australia too. Yeah, it seems like everything's on on the increase right now as far as pricing.
Designated
Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple of bloops and blasts and see what happens. You guys are in TikTok. We need 4 more for 80. Probably my last game. I gotta get some rest because I have to be up at 7 o'clock. Sorry for the short stream. I'll have a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoon stream with the track and field watch along. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I think Chaos has been to Southeast Asia a few times if I remember correctly. Flight costs are the most depressing part of being an Australian. How bad is it to go to New Zealand, guys? I don't really care for Battle Royale. I feel like you grind out your cards and you're going to go and draft some team of commons and stuff. I would play it if there was something I wanted to get out of it, Chris. I usually play a lot of event, but they made event worthless at the moment.
now pitching. Eric
Event, there's no rewards. It's just grinding innings and, you know, live series cards. So hopefully they'll rejuvenate event at some point. Logan, thanks for following.
Number 9, Terry Pendleton.
Haven't seen much of Gagne, but here's Gagne. Not sure if Philando's meant to pin that one. Let's see. Yeah, I deleted the pin. But I could have been wrong. Something happened. Nah, it's just really easy to bump the buttons, right? What time is it in Australia, fellas? I don't know if Philandros is in the same time zone as Chaos. But yeah, Logan, great to have you in our chat. Oh, 6:44. All right. Prime watching hours and 5:44. Doesn't have the daylight savings. Phil, you gonna jump on the game when you get home, or you think it's not worth it to get into it? The power creep hasn't gone up very much. Queensland's just weird. Dude, Anthony Edwards is he's on a legendary run of child support payments around the globe. Boski, he's out on the East Coast. Yeah, I got a couple of the buddies that are in Australia right now chatting in the purple chat. Probably not MLB, probably jump on Madden. Yeah, I've had a good time with Madden back-to-back seasons. Gonna need some bloops and some blasts here if I'm gonna pull this game out.
That's the ball.
Yeah, I know you guys are dealing with some serious tornado warnings out there in the middle of the country.
Ball. We got a full count.
Pendleton took me super deep to start the scoring in this game, and then we gave up a couple more runs, so just been trailing the whole way. Haven't had a ton of offense today. No timer today, Jay, because I gotta go off after this game, unfortunately, because I gotta be up at 7 to set up production for my sports streaming role. So gotta make sure everybody's ready to stream their events on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and yeah, that's my job in the streaming world. So I better be awake and ready to go when the alarm goes off. But we'll probably get in some streams the next couple nights. They just might have to be a little bit shorter. I will be day streaming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Watch along for track and field. So I hope everybody will join us then. Gold Coast is a weird place. Seems like nobody has jobs. Just Instagram and the gym. That sounds like a good time. Gym is fullest midday.
2-2.
I don't know how we hit that out. That thing was way inside. Well, so, sometimes it's just a video game, right? It's not always coded perfectly. If you guys are on TikTok, please drop a follow for the Homer for Ellie De La Cruz.
No, that's it. 1-1. Take.
Felt like I was really on that thing, but not so much. This is hit perfectly, but it's a contact swing, and you can tell that just doesn't have the juice on it. Went contact with 2 strikes, wanted to get the ball in play. Too bad that didn't sink in there. And I swung a little late. Bummer. Was waiting to see if the ball was going to be in. I didn't trust that it was a fastball till too deep in. So a little noise in the ninth, but not enough. At least we didn't take the shutout. All right, let's see if we got any packs to open, and we'll line up a raid. Great to see everybody. Always nice to see Chaos and Philandros in. Those guys have been with me since the start, and always good to see all the other buddies too. We are multi-streaming. I'm going to see if there's like a cool music stream or anybody that I know that I trust with the audience for the show to raid into. Tight Spot's on, but I feel like Tight Spot's been on all day. Don't want to raid you guys into to an AFK stream. Let's see if there's any like music on the front. I enjoy a lot of the musical streamers. Not seeing music. Seeing a mud mask. See a guy playing Pokemon Fire. We might raid there. Alright, let's go to the Pokemon, dude. Looks interesting. But yeah, I should be back on tomorrow. Hate to do a shorter stream. Like to have the timer there and just push and try to get all the folks to stay around with us here and all that. Yeah, they updated the cards. Yeah, if you guys haven't done them, certainly recommend that you guys get in. Rogue Flow, Bambino, man, sorry you guys are catching me right at the end. I forgot I have to be up at 7 this coming morning. So let's open these packs and then send you guys off. I didn't know I had a jumbo though, so here we go. Yeah, no backseat telling me who to raid stuff in TikTok chat. There's no raiding in TikTok anyways. I don't know where the jumbo came from, but I know a diamond just came out right there. Here's the good luck follower bell. Be sure to follow when you hear the bell, because we're always packing diamonds when the bell rings. Julian, welcome aboard. It's a first baseman. It's Bryce Harper. So that's not bad. We'll take it. Got a lot of diamonds in them so far. Hopefully we get another one. So Bryce is nice coming in, and now Bryce is going to be pushing Big Mac for some playing time. Chaos's favorite player. That's all Chaos being in the chat. That is a good pull. All right, we got a raid lined up. It's a streamer I've never seen before. Oh, there's a diamond. We got at least one in the jumbo. There's a gold. I'm tabbing over. Tab. There's another gold. 2 golds, 1 diamond, bronze. Boy, these jumbos are long. That's what she said. All right, so let's flip them over. It should hold down the diamond. Oh, it didn't. I thought it would hold down the diamond. All right, scroll of agony. TikTok chat's not going to see it when it animates either. It's got to be Shohei. Oh, it held it down. All right, here we go. Left fielder. He's flexing on us. It's Jason Dominguez. 2 S's in the name. All right, so two diamonds back to back. Boy, that is a cheapy diamond. I can sell them now for 1,700 stubs. All right, headliners pack. The pack within the pack. Such a stupid thing. Like, just give me the pack. All right, it's headliner 5. I don't even know who we're hoping for. Robin Yount is in this one. Hope you guys follow Roflo too, if you guys haven't done so. But yeah, I'm probably going to do shorter streams over the weekend because I got to stream in the daytime too. So it'll probably be like the 2 hours. Maybe we'll set a really small timer, but if chat gets out of hand on being like super generous with the gifts on TikTok, then I might end up owing up too much time. So I may have to just have the timer off for a couple days. Bummer. We did not get an extra diamond. I did not, Daniel. Had no intention to go to that one. Want to let them sort out all the parking stuff first and foremost, and then get out of there. It's time to go out for a run for Philandros. Well, have a great run, and everybody have a great night. I'll miss you guys. Hope you'll come in for the track and field streams and the shorty MLB The Show streams over the next couple nights. And once track and field's done, we'll go back to our 3-4 hour streams. Here we go to some Pokemon action. So hopefully it'll be an awesome deal. He's on the front page, so I hope he's having a good time. It's always hype when people are on the front page, but there's a lot of traffic that's like not in chat. So yeah, let's go chat him up. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys soon.